Hi everyone, welcome back. Today, let's discuss the properties of division of integers. The first property we consider is closure property. What is closure property? Yes, if we consider any two integers and doing the operation between the integers, the result should be an integer itself. Then we can say that the set of integers are closed under the given operation. Here we are considering the operation division. Let's observe some examples. Say I am dividing 25 by -5. What will be the answer? We are dividing a positive integer with another negative integer. Division by a positive integer by another negative integer. It is negative itself. 25 divided by 5, it is 5. So we got another integer. But if we considered -5 divided by 25, how can we represent this one? We can represent this as fraction for -5 by 25, which is the common factor between numerator and denominator. It is 5 itself. So using equivalent fraction method or cutting process, we can write it as -1 by 5. But it is not an integer. Let's consider another example. -40 divided by 8. Here we have dividing a negative integer with another positive integer. Here also in the result there should be negative. 40 divided by 8 is 5. It's an integer. But if we consider 8 divided by 40 or -40, it will be 8 upon 4 my -40. It will be negative, but it is not an integer. In the same way, if we consider -3 divided by -12, it will be -3 by -12. Division of a negative integer by another negative integer. Answer will be positive. Here the common factor is 3. So you can write the answer as 1 upon 4. Again, it's not an integer. So how can we conclude? Here we have seen in two examples, we got the answer as integer, but here it's not an integer. So integers are not closed under division. The next property we are going to consider is commutative property. What is commutative property? Commutative property is saying that if we change the order of integers or order of the numbers we are considering for the operation, it does not affect the answer. That's the commutative property. So let's see some examples. Here I am considering the example as -100 divided by -10. So we are dividing a negative integer by another negative integer. So the answer should be positive. 100 divided by 10 is 10 itself. So you got the answer as 10. But what about -10 divided by -100? Here also we are dividing the same numbers but in the reverse order. So it will be 10 divided by 100. It is 1 by 10. So you can see it from here that -100 divided by -10 is not equal to -10 divided by negative 100. Let's see another example. Negative 16 divided by 4. We are dividing negative integer by positive integer. So it will be negative itself. 16 divided by 4 is correct. 4. What about 4 divided by negative 16? Here also the answer there will come negative sign, but you're correct. 4 by 16 it will be negative 1 by 4. So we can conclude that negative 16 divided by 4 not equal to 4 divided by negative 16. So the division is not commutative in integers. So if the division is not commutative, why to think about associativity? Associative property also not hold for division of integers. So what we have seen now, closure property, commutative property and associative property we cannot apply in division of integers. Now about division by 0. Division by 0 is meaningless. Just think, is it correct or not? Like whole numbers, any integer divided by 0 is meaningless. That is, division by 0 is not allowed. Let's try to justify some known things. If a is an integer, then what about a divided by 1? Division by 1. Any number, whatever be the number, division by 1. Yeah, it gives the same number itself. How can we justify this one? Justify means how can we check this one? Yeah, correct. So a divided by 1 is equal to a, which indicates that a times 1 equal to a. Which means that say if I am dividing 12 divided by 3, the answer is 4. Justification or checking means how can I check whether this statement is correct or not? By multiplication. So 3 times 4 it is 12. So we can say that 12 divided by 3 equal to 4 itself. In the same way, we are considering another integer b. So what about b divided by negative 1? We are dividing a positive integer by a negative integer. The answer is a negative integer. B divided by 1 is b itself. What about the justification here? Correct. Negative 1 times negative b. When we multiply two negative integer, the answer is a positive integer. It is b. If we are considering another integer, say c. What about c divided by c? Any number divided by the same number, it will give you the answer as 1. How can we just justify this one? C times 1, it is c itself. If we consider negative c also, negative c divided by negative c equal to, yeah, correct, 1. Here also we can justify like negative c times 1 is equal to negative c. In the same way, if we are considering one integer, say p, then what about 0 divided by p? We are going to divide 0 by one integer. What can you say about 0 divided by 3? The answer is 0 itself. But how you got the answer as 0? This one we can say by checking process. It says p times 0 is 0. Therefore, 0 divided by p equal to 0. Here also, when you multiply these two integers together. 3 times 0. You got the answer as 0. This 0 is the dividend 0. This is how we check to check whether this statement is correct or not. So 3 times 0 is 0. So you can say that this statement is correct. Let's do one problem related to the division of or properties of division of integers. Just read the question. Verify that a divided by b plus c is not equal to a divided by b plus a divided by c for a given set of numbers. Yeah, a equal to 12, b equal to -4 and c equal to 2. So we need to show that these two things, two expressions, a divided by b plus c, it is not equal to a divided b plus a divided by c. That is, yeah, correct. It is distributive property. So, distributive property not hold for division. That's indirectly we are going to show. For a given set of number is given, not given set of number for a equal 12, b equals 14 and c equal to 2. It is given here. So, we are going to apply these numbers here. So, what we are going to do is here, we are taking the left hand side and the right hand side separately. The left hand side of this equation, this inequality is a divided by b plus c. So, instead of a, I can write 12 divided by, what is b? B is -4, c is 2. Let's find the answer. 12 divided by -4 plus 2. One is a negative integer, another is a positive integer. Finding the absolute value, find the difference, give the sign of greatest. Here it is, greatest one is -4. -4 minus 2, it is 2. What is the answer? Yeah, 12 divided by -2 is negative. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So, the left hand side LHS, I got the answer as -6. To find the answer for the right hand side, let's consider the expression a divided by b plus a divided by c. A is 12. 12 divided by, here b is given as -4. And what about a divided by c? A is 12 and c is 2. 12 divided by -4. Positive integer divided by negative integer. It is a negative integer itself. 12 by 4 is 3. Correct. Plus, what about 12 divided by 2? It is 6. Now, -3 plus 6. Yeah, when you use the rule, what is the answer? Correct. It is 3. 6 minus 3, it is 3. The greatest integer is 6, is having positive sign. So, the answer is 3. Look, the LHS, the answer is -6 and for RHS, it is 3. What we can conclude from here? LHS not equal to RHS. So, from this problem, we can conclude that distributive property is also not hold for division. Thank you for watching the video.